great lady, in 1968, served as headquarters manager for the Sesquicentennial, appointed by General Chairman Ted Fink. And then in 1993, Bobbye served as secretary of the 175th celebration. I was chairman of that, and I asked Bobbye to assist, and she did. When this all started about 3 years ago, I said, she was one of the first people I spoke to, and I said, Bobbye, need your help. Got another celebration coming up, and I need you to be part of it. She looked at me and she says, Richard, you know how old I am? I says, I know exactly how old you are, but I said, I need advisors. And I says, I don't know a better advisor than Bobbye Sweny. Now, Bobbye Sweny came to Miamisburg really in 1947 when she met the love of her life, Everett, during the Second World War. Everett was in charge of artillery batteries at Fort MacArthur, California, and Bobbye was secretary to the base commander. They were married May the 18th, 1947, and returned to Ohio. Bobbye is originally from Texas. Bobbye is the proud parent of 7 children and 10 grandchildren. Now that 10 grandchildren was, it's changed because I issued a proclamation May 18th, 1997, and I'm using those figures. So I would imagine there's a lot more grandchildren in the family.
11 great-grandchildren.
And 11 great-grandchildren. When it came to this, first of all, let me tell you that Bobbye and her husband Everett were very involved in this community. Everett served on city council. He was the president of the city council. He was chair of the Board of Zoning Appeals for 27 years. And shortly after Everett took over as secretary, the regular secretary of the Board of Appeals resigned. And Everett asked Bobbye, he says, will you help me fill in until we get somebody? And you filled in for how many years?
18 years.
18 years. Bobbye is the backbone of the Miamisburg Historical Society. She is the person that keeps us on the straight and narrow. And I can tell you, if she's unhappy with something, she don't mind telling you. And I'm her sounding board sometimes. She'll say, I just got to talk, and I want to let you know what I feel. And then she does. And then we go on, she says, now I'll support anything you guys want to do. So that's the kind of woman she is. For this celebration, Bobbye Sweny is being named as the honorary chairman of the 2018 Bicentennial.
I will speak right in their place. I came here 71 years ago. Ohio was the most handsome men you ever saw. And when my husband reported to Fort MacArthur as a young second lieutenant, Coast Artillery Corps anti-aircraft, I took one look at him as he reported to my boss, and I said, young man, you don't know it yet, but my name is written all over your body. took him about 4 years to figure out what that writing on his body was. And when he came back from the Philippines, we were married, and he brought me to Ohio. I came out to test Ohio to make sure I wanted to leave my home in California. And I came in January. I thought that was a visible test. And stayed for 2 weeks. And I fell in love with this country, and I knew why I fell in love with my husband, because he was an epitome of an Ohio young man. I have never felt so welcome in a town, city, as I have been in Miamisburg. It has offered me every opportunity to be a Miamisburgian, and I am so glad I took it. I'm glad of the 7 children, because I told them I had them so they'd take care of me in my old age. And they've done very well. Most of them are here tonight, and some of my grandchildren too. I just wanted them to see the film. I didn't know this was going to happen. Thank you, Miamisburg, for giving me the greatest life I could have chosen for myself. To be a part of it, to be a part of you, and to love it as much as I do, and to love the people as much as I do. Dick has been a dear friend, and he's given me every opportunity, as he says, to cry on his shoulder when I think things aren't going well. But thank you, Dick, with all my heart. I will treasure this. I don't know how long. I'm going to be 96 this year, you know. And thank you with all my heart.
John, 1 more minute. I'll work my way down the table.